Alert forecast.
Welcome back. There's a live view of radar, and we do have some active warnings. First of all, northern Madison County, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45. This line of storms, which are severe, cresting over the Blue Ridge, producing some hail. Can expect winds at least up to 60 miles an hour, some frequent lightning, and we'll zoom in on some of the locations that are out ahead of that line, including Syria and Kriglersville, Etland and Nethers, and that would take it into Culpeper County as well as this moves off to the east. So again, right along Skyline Drive, Big Meadows being impacted by that particular storm. It is produced some at least small hail farther off to the west. So again, it is producing hail and that damaging wind threat. Out of our viewing area and just north is an active tornado warning that includes Shenandoah County, Page County, and headed toward portions of Rappahannock County, that until 6:30, and the velocity is showing some broad rotation here. Again, that is north of our viewing area, but that is a tornado warning. Farther to the south, we still have some heavy showers and thunderstorms. Fluvanna, even though you haven't been under warning, you've certainly had some rain and thunder. Here we are in the Kent Store area and basically down toward Columbia and to the east of Route 15. You can see some heavier downpours. Those are working into Goochland and Cumberland, and it's mainly this line right now. We moved this line farther off to the east, and things should quiet down, but there's still an active tornado watch farther off to the east that's not depicted there. You can see it on this graphic. So currently for Fluvanna and Louisa and Orange and Culpeper, you are under a watch until midnight. It will likely be scaled back before then, and then areas farther to the west, which includes much of the viewing area, that in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. So we also have a flood watch that's in effect until the early morning hours of Saturday, and rainfall amounts will vary. Some not getting much rain, and others could get well over an inch of rain, certainly with any storm. We've got numbers now in the 60s and 70s, made it up to a high today of 79, and this is the simulation of a high-resolution model trying to pick up on some of that activity, at least the farther north you are, and it is showing most of these storms moving out after 8, 9 o'clock or so. We'll still be left with some occasional showers overnight, maybe a non-severe thunderstorm. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 50s, and as we take a look at your Saturday, in the morning we still run the risk of a shower, maybe of a thunder shower up till midday, but the winds kick in, and that's drier air. As those winds come out of the west and northwest, temperatures will be in the low and mid 70s, and this weekend we're still talking about below average temperatures, but there's a look at the winds tomorrow, gusting over 25, maybe over 30 miles an hour. So here we are, early morning hours of Saturday, still some showers around. Here we are around 7, 8 o'clock, could be a passing shower or two, and then more in the way of some clearing as we head through the afternoon, but gusty winds. And then as we move into early Sunday morning, we're talking about chilly numbers down in the widespread 40s, and then Sunday afternoon will be pleasant with low and mid 70s. So there's a snapshot of your weekend. Again, a chilly start Sunday morning, more settled conditions for Sunday, but we've got to get this next front through here, an area of low pressure that's out across West Virginia. Kind of see that big spin in the atmosphere, and that's what's driving all this, along with the warmth and the humidity preceding it to trigger some of those storms. So the first alert weather day continues for several more hours. We'll watch this line of storms. It continues to kick through. Temperatures overnight in the 50s. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Hang in there. Drier days are coming and warmer temperatures next week. It will be June, and it will certainly feel like summer. Let's send it back to Aaron.